Yes, people, what's happening? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another match reaction and another 3 points. Chelsea 2, Sheffield United 0 at Stamford Bridge. And the 3 points is what we desperately needed, and the 3 points is what we got. Can't really say too much more than that. Wasn't a great performance. First half was absolutely dire. Second half, we improved. Cole Palmer, star of the show again, goal, assist, and Nicholas Jackson getting his 7th Premier League goal of the season. We kept a clean sheet, first one of those in a fucking long time as well. I think since Blackburn in the Cup. Can't remember our last Premier League clean sheet. So I suppose that was a positive from a defensive point of view. Yes, against a better side, we probably might not have got the win today. Sheffield United, they were resolute in that first half. But once we got the breakthrough, they created literally next to nothing. Next to nothing they created. And you look, it is what it is. It's a win against bottom of the table. It's not time to get carried away or anything. There were one or two positives here, but in terms of does this change the bigger picture? Are Chelsea back? No, is the simple answer in my opinion. But positives in Cole Palmer, positive that we kept a clean sheet. Caicedo was very good today as well, I felt. Other than that, not an awful lot to shout home about. Obviously, sort of breaking news that Marc Cucurella has undergone surgery and is expected to be out until around February. We'll dive into that a little bit later on. I didn't think Amanda Breuer was that good when he came on. Missed a ridiculous opportunity where he should have done a lot better. It seemed harder to miss than score. He's got to do better. I actually thought that Nicholas Jackson, when he shifted out to the left wing, was actually quite a decent cameo at left wing. I'm not saying it's a long-term solution or anything like that, but I was quite impressed by him out on the left wing. We didn't really see no Nkunku debut. We're still waiting for that. Poch spoke about that afterwards. Jackson on the left wing. I didn't mind it, guys. I didn't mind it, but yeah, look, it's 3 points. We take it. Big up to everyone in the chat. Lots to get into in tonight's show, as always. Make sure you're smashing the likes. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel if you are new around here. As always, we've got to hit minimum 50 likes to begin with. So 25 already locked in, which is good stuff. Smash that like button if you haven't done so, guys, and move on up towards that 50 like mark. But let's say hello to a few people in the chat, and then we'll dive into the show. Yes, big up young Sinatra. Palmer was class today. He's literally becoming our most important player. Going to dive into him a little bit later. Yeah, appreciate you checking out the vlog. Guys, when I've rounded this out a little bit later on, make sure you check out the vlog from today's game. It was the Cole Palmer party today. 6 goals he's got in the Premier League. Yeah, he's doing really well. Really, really well. A lot better than I think anyone would have expected. 5 points off Europa League spot. I hope we go on a winning run now. We always say this after every win. I hope we go on a winning run. And then we always seem to lose the next game in the league. Yeah, we say good run of games to come, and you would think so. Obviously Newcastle in the Cup Tuesday. They've gone down with another few injuries again today. I think Fabian Schär went down. Joelinton had to go off. So maybe we can make the advantage of that. Crystal Palace, Wolves, Luton, like these. Look, Wolves and Luton away. You'd expect us to get something, but they're not easy games. Look, on paper it's more favourable, but it's not. It's not great if we're being brutally honest. It's not an amazing thing. Was it a game I thought we played okay? First half was awful, absolutely dreadful. Second half was better. It was better, but against better opposition, we're going to struggle if we play that badly. That's the reality of the situation right now. First half was absolutely pathetic. Yeah, agreed. No, it's not. Look, it's the blame's not all on Poch. I don't think we'll lose against Newcastle. Like I think we can beat them in the cup. They're going to rotate a lot. They've got a lot of players missing for injury. I would actually fancy us to beat them. If it was away, then different story. But I certainly fancy us to beat them. No two ways about it. Yes, big up. Yeah, Caicedo was good. Dead game first half. Agreed. What else is being said? I can't go through all these. Yes, big up. Yeah, no, Enzo didn't play. Rested, rotated, dropped, whatever you want to call it. We're going to rest him for a game or drop him for a game or whatever it might be. Then I thought this would have been the one to do it for. And I'm sure he'll start the next game against Newcastle. I'm sorry. Is it Poch telling Jackson to keep going out wide or just Jackson? No score, but my God. Yeah, no, Jackson, I think when Breuer came on, Jackson did go out to the wing. It looked like, and he was all right there. He wasn't bad. Mate, it's about getting the 3 points. Right now, we're not in a position to be demanding performances. We just need to get wins and points on the board. I don't care about the performances right now. Just get me the points and move me up the table any old way. If we win, I don't care. I don't care how shit we play, just win. Yes, of course, you want to combine the two, but right now, we're not in a position to be demanding the both of them. And I'd much rather take wins than decent football and lose. We've played a lot better than today and lost games. So, you gotta take it. You gotta take it. Yeah, it's peak. That it is a bit of a peak one. But yeah, let's dive into it, guys. As I said, keep running those likes up if you haven't done so already. Let's get well on our way to that 50 likes mark. And look, winning breeds confidence at the end of the day. Whether it's a shit performance, whether it's against bottom of the league, I don't really care what it is. Winning does breathe confidence. And look, we beat a low block side at home. That's an important thing. That's an important thing. Let's dive into Christopher Nkunku very quickly. Yeah, I'm going to get into that news as well. Not ideal at all. I don't know when Chilwell's back either, but it's going to mean more Levi Cole at left back because, yeah, that's kind of all we've got at this point in time. I mean, Ian Martson, I thought he could have played today, but he didn't. It's clear that he's moving on in January. Where are we? Is it this one? Yeah. So Poch on Nkunku. We didn't want to take a risk with him and give him more time for his recovery. So I think, do you know what? I think it was one of them with Nkunku, guys, where if we'd been losing or if it was a draw and we needed someone to come on and try and win the game, I think we would have chucked him on. But the fact that, the game was comfortable, we weren't really under any pressure. Sheffield United weren't causing us too many issues at all. Save him. Did we really need to use him? Just save him. I wish we could have seen him play. It would have been nice to see him play. But yeah, look, save him and then move on to the next game. Maybe against Newcastle. I would definitely not starting, but against Newcastle, I think he could certainly make his debut. It's clear that he's a lot closer now. But there was no need to take a silly risk. I mean, you could argue it both ways. No need to take a silly risk, or this could have been an opportunity in an easier game to just kind of bed him in, give him his debut. But it's good he was in the matchday squad and all that. I mean, I would agree. I would agree it makes more sense when a game is comfortable to come on. Yeah, I would agree with that. But yeah, I absolutely agreed. I think a lot of fans are going well over the top that Nkunku didn't come on today. Look, I would have liked to have seen him, of course, but it is what it is. Let's think about the long game here. The long game. We're going to really need him, for this season, second part of the season, and all that jazz. So, like, why are people kind of up in arms and losing their shit a little bit because Nkunku didn't come on at 2-0 up against fucking Sheffield United? It really doesn't matter. There's going to be bigger and more important tests for us where we're going to need him. And I suspect over the next couple of games he will make his debut. But there's no need to take a silly risk if you can avoid it. Get another few days training under his belt. I say a few days. It's really only Sunday, Monday that's left now, isn't it? And then we play Tuesday night. So I mean, I don't really know how many actual training sessions there's going to be. So yeah, but that was Nkunku didn't play. Just wanted to not take the risk, and we're being a little bit overly cautious. If we were in desperate need of a win, and the game had was going in a different direction, then yeah, absolutely, I think we could have chucked him on. But other than that, no, in my opinion, no real need to use him. Do you think Nkunku will start? Yeah, maybe. I think that's still a little bit of a while away. I'm not too sure. Big test versus Newcastle. Yeah, look, Newcastle will be a big one. Again, I expect them to have a rotated lineup in the cup, so I don't think we can read too much into that. But yeah, look, it's a good start to another busy week for the club. That much is absolutely clear. Again, it depends how the game pans out. Depends how the game's going. I would say maybe 15 or 20 minutes is my prediction on that front. But that's why Nkunku didn't play. Just didn't feel the need to take the risk. And look, I think that's kind of fair enough in my opinion. But let's talk about a man who is turning into fastly, arguably Chelsea's signing of the summer, one of the signings of the summer, a man that continues to deliver, and that is Mr. Cole fucking Palmer. Cold Palmer. dynamite. What a player. Again, coming up trumps, goal and assist today. And that's now 11 GNA in 14 appearances for Chelsea. That is quite something, you know. The way that he's doing, you know, the way that he affects games. There's 6 goals in the Premier League now. Yes, I know it's 4 penalties and 2 goals from open play. He's getting assists as well. I think he's got 2 or 3 assists already this season. The guy's been sensational. I honestly cannot believe the impact that he's made. The impact he's made has been phenomenal. It really, really has been. I just, I mean, I can't believe it. I don't think any of us expected him to do as well as he has done, because this guy's made a ridiculous impact. He honestly, I actually think realistically, he's our most important player. If he doesn't make stuff happen in the final third, no one else really looks like making too much happen. That is the reality of the situation at this point in time. You know, he's overtaken Mason Mount's open play assist tally for Chelsea in 94 less appearances. He's got 11 GNA and 11 starts for Chelsea. Cole Palmer needs 1 more goal to match Kai Havertz's best season tally in the Premier League. And he's already equaled the most assists he got in a single season. So already, Palmer needs 1 more goal to match Kai Havertz's best ever tally. And he's already got more assists than Havertz ever managed in a single campaign either. This is one of them signings that looks to be a real stroke of genius based on the evidence that we've got so far. I was a little bit unsure on this one. That Palmer started out on the right-hand side. Sterling started more centrally, Mudryk on the left. Fair play to Poch, though. At half-time, I didn't really notice it. I didn't talk about it on Chelsea Fan TV afterwards. I kind of forgot about it. But Poch made a subtle little tactical change at half-time. There were no subs, but he moved Palmer from the right-hand side. He moved him centrally, and he swapped him with Raheem Sterling. And he was immediately involved, you know. He was immediately involved. And then, you know, of course, he gets the goal from Sterling's cutback. And then, obviously, he provides the assist for Nicholas Jackson. That little subtle tweak from Poch at half-time, you know, putting Palmer central and putting Sterling out to the right and swapping the 2 of them around. That was a little subtle change. I don't think perhaps a lot of people noticed, or maybe a lot of people aren't giving the manager too much credit for. But absolutely, you know, Palmer's been instrumental to everything we're doing right now, guys. Everything we're doing is going through Cole Palmer. Anything positive in the final third tends to go through him as well. So yeah, look, this is really good from Palmer. Really, really good. It's one of those. It's one of those, really, isn't it? You know, I'm really excited by him. Yeah, could you imagine that? I mean, look, I don't know how well Smith Rowe would have done, but yeah, it's clear that Palmer is obviously a much better player than Smith Rowe. Well, let's not put too much pressure on, but yeah, certainly, you know, with 11 GNA in 14 games, like, there's no reason why he couldn't at least hit 20 GNA this season, which would be massive. It would be really, really massive if he could get that job done. That tells you everything about the structure of this club. Some of the players are not ready. Yeah, I absolutely agree. You can tell that Cole Palmer's been part of an elite setup at Man City. He's been on the fringe of the squad for 3 years. You can tell that he was ready to come and play regular Premier League football at a top-level club. Too many of these guys, as you say, Vic, you know, are not ready right now to play top-level football for Chelsea. But because of the route we've gone down with the recruitment, they are having to do that. They're having to play now when ideally we could do a bit more with bedding them in. That's sort of the reality of the situation at this point in time. Definitely the best signing of the season. Ironically, with Palmer signing, it was a late signing. I don't think anyone really expected it. And it's always one of them that I look back to and think, if Christopher Nkunku hadn't got injured for the length of time he did do, would we have even signed Cole Palmer? That is the interesting thing. It's funny how football works out, isn't it? It's all ifs and buts at the end of the day. But, you know, we got Cole Palmer, and that is the That's the most important thing right now. And, after the game himself, Poch saying about Palmer that, let me just bring this up now. Pochettino on Cole Palmer. For me, he's a playmaker, a player who can link the team. He's also a player with the capacity to score goals and give assists. The contribution of Cole from day one has been massive. I don't think, could sum it up any better myself. His contribution has been absolutely immense. I don't think anyone expected him to do as well as he has done. I just can't quite believe how consistent he's been as well. Given all these young players we've got, Palmer, he wasn't great against Everton, but realistically, even getting a goal against United, all right, admittedly, he wasn't the best in that game. This is good stuff. This is good stuff from Cole, and he's come in, he's made an instant impact, and that's what you want from players. But the reality of the situation is we have got a lot of young players. A lot of them haven't had the football upbringing that Cole Palmer's had, and you can tell that, he's ahead of them in terms of his development and in terms of being ready to play regular first-team football at this level. That's the reality of the situation. Too many of the players right now haven't had the same sort of football upbringing, and they're not quite ready to play at the level for Chelsea like Cole Palmer is. Hopefully Nkunku will shine for us as well. Yeah, I hope so. I mean, that's the plan. It's a shame we're having to wait so long to see him, but yeah, that is the plan. Let's wait and see what happens with him. Happy for 3 points, but this is not sustainable. Any average team would have punished us in that first half, especially. Yeah, no, I fully agree. As I said, earlier on, this is a win. It's 3 points. It's very welcome, but it's nothing more than that. It doesn't change anything in the bigger picture for me. It hasn't given me any sort of indication that all Chelsea are back and it's going to be all singing and dancing. That isn't the case right now. Right now, we just got to grind out results, get wins, get points on the board, and then the performances can come later on. All I want is points on the board. It is really as simple as that. When Nkunku comes into the team, I can't wait to see. Yeah, the thought of Palmer and Nkunku linking up is, it's going to be a madness. It is going to be a madness. I can't wait. Right, I can't wait for that link up to happen. Palmer, Nkunku, Jackson, Mudryk, Sterling. There's a lot going on there. Yes, footy talkies, big up. What performance? Yeah, Caicedo was very good today. I feel like it's been glossed over a little bit, but yeah, Caicedo was very, very good today. There's absolutely no denying that fact that he balled out today. One of his best performances. I think he probably plays off the striker, but again, he spent a lot of time on the left wing in pre-season, but I also would expect him to probably play a lot of minutes at number 9 just because Jackson's going off to the Cup of Nations in January, and and Broja, for me, Broja's not really cutting it, if I'm being brutally honest. For real, I don't think he's cutting it. Yeah, there's a chance Lavia could be in the squad for Wolves next weekend, although I think it's more likely for Crystal Palace on the 27th. I think that is a more likely situation at this point in time, people. That is what I would be going with. But yeah, Palmer, superb again. What a guy. How much did we miss Enzo? I don't think we missed him that much, to be perfectly honest. We got the win. Yes, he could have done with his deep lying playmaking ability, to try and unlock that Sheffield United defense in the first half. But yeah, I don't think it was a massive problem. What happened with elite striker? Elite striker and Nkunku plays 10. It is what it is. These are good problems to have. Yes, big up my guy. Happy with the win. We just need consistency. Yep, that's what we've been shouting for all season. Every time I win a game, I'm like, right, can this be the time that we kick on and go on a run? And so often it isn't. Every time you think we're building some momentum, the next game or the second or 2 games later, we put in a horror show performance, and we come crashing back down to reality. The thing, what we can do with this week is 3 wins. We've got 1 already. We need a win in the cup, and then we need to beat Wolves away on Christmas Eve. That is the big one for me. That is the big one. But yeah, guys, 26 likes on the board. Come on, let's run it up. There's 40 in the building. make sure you're smashing that like button, guys. You know, it's 3 points today. You know, the Saturday night content is coming. Appreciate you lot tuning into me on a Saturday night. It is greatly appreciated. Make sure you're smashing that like button, though, guys. Run it up to 50 likes minimum, people. We've got to get there to those 50 likes. There's definitely enough people in here to do it. It's free. It takes seconds, and it really helps me out. So make sure you are smashing that like button. Run them up, people. Run them up. And subscribe to the channel if you are new round here. It's a bit hot. It's getting a bit hot, you know. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, guys. And let's move away from Cole Palmer, guys. Let's move away from Cole Palmer. Yes, Brenton, hope you're doing well. Yeah, Nkunku could certainly play on the wing. He played there in pre-season. There's no reason why he might not be used there again. I expect Noni Madueke is probably going to be moved out in January, whether it's loan, whether it's a permanent sale potentially. It just looks like it's not really working out for him at Chelsea at the moment. We need to continue, even though we're inconsistent. Yeah, we just got to keep pushing on and hoping for the best. Look, that's a possibility. I'm going to dive into that a little bit later on. Christmas and New Year fixtures will make or break an already disappointing season. We really have to get at least 7, if not 9 points. Yeah, we've got to basically get 2 wins. From those 3, we need 2 wins minimum. And I'll be honest, Wolves and Luton away, those are tough away games. They really are tough away games. I'll be real. They are tricky, guys. Those are not easy away games. So, yeah, we are going to be up against it. There's no denying it. Mudryk will be much better when we have Chilwell with him overlapping. Yeah, look, Mudryk I thought was decent again today. Look, he makes things happen. You know, he's on the ball, he's direct, and all that sort of thing. So, yeah, let's wait and see what happens. But yeah, look, Chilwell for me is fuck knows when he's back. I don't think any of us know when he's back. But yeah, we've got to somehow. So this left back situation is not ideal. We're going to have to play Levi Colwell at left back. Martson, I think, is going to go in January, but Colwell is basically going to be playing left back pretty much on his own. We're going to have to hope that nothing happens to him. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed that nothing happens to him. What else we got going on here? We still need a top striker, absolutely. Madueke is a good player. It's just that he doesn't suit the Chelsea system. He needs a 6-month loan move. Yeah, look, if we can get a decent loan move for Madueke in January, then let's absolutely do it. I think it's too soon to write him off, I'll be honest. But you know, it's cutthroat at a top club, and there will be some casualties from this new recruitment drive quite early on that clearly, you know, weren't cut out for it. That's the reality of the situation at this point in time. Who was my man of the match? Probably Cole Palmer, if I'm being honest. Cole Palmer was brilliant. I thought Caicedo was good as well. Badia shit at the back, I thought was immense as well. Where do I think Carney plays when he's back? Yeah, again, this is another problem to have. Maybe you could play him in that number 10 role. He started the season really well there, but we still don't really know what's happened to him. We haven't seen him for a fucking while. So, yeah. I don't really know what the answer is to that one, people. I just want to see fully fit squad for once. Agreed. In January, we need to buy experienced players. Agreed. Gallagher is good with his energetic, but going forward, he's poor. Yeah, look, Gallagher. It's weird with Gallagher because like that was his strengths really at Crystal Palace when he was on loan. Final third stuff, goals, assists, etc. He's improved a lot on the ball. And he's improved in a lot of other areas of his game, but the one area of his game that was decent in terms of getting goals and creating chances, that seems to have regressed. I don't know why. Problem is, with 4 centre-backs, no overlapping. Yeah, absolutely agree. That's always going to be a downside with having to play centre-backs at fullback, is you're not going to get anywhere near the same level of overlapping as you would get from actual fullbacks there. It was good to see Gusto come on at the end. Hopefully he can maybe start in the cup game. Or maybe start a Wolves away. That will certainly make a difference down that right-hand side in terms of overlapping and getting forward. That would definitely be a positive for us. 100%. That would be a major positive. I don't know what's happened there. My light's gone off. It's run out of battery. We continue anyway, guys. We continue. Slightly dark. Apologies about that, but yeah, we carry on, people. We carry on. Can't wait for Fofana and Gusto to play together. Yeah, Fofana is going to be that's going to be an important one, guys. That is going to be an important one. Wesley Fofana. returning. Chalobah's done. Chalobah's finished, guys. No two ways about it. Chalobah is well and truly done. He'll move on in January. He's not played for us all season. Gallagher should not be. Yes. Yes, because he's a good player, but no, because look, we've got Romeo Lavia. We've already got midfield players coming out of our ears. Why do we need yet another one? It doesn't make sense. Gallagher, Gonzalo is too slow. Fair enough. Our attackers can be 10 miles off, but quicker ball release could solve that. Yeah, we absolutely spend way too much time on the ball. We don't move the ball quick enough. That's the reality of the situation, is that we are not moving the ball quick enough. That is, there's not really much more I can say about that other than we have got to move the ball quicker. It's as simple as that, guys. Move the ball quicker, and maybe we might have, a little bit more success. But right now, it's not exactly going the way that we want it to go. Let me just see if I can charge this, people. No, I don't think that's going to happen. Right, we'll take this down anyway. But yeah, look, I think, do you know what? I feel semi-confident, guys. Semi-confident that we can do something. Fullbacks is going to be a massive one. A massive, massive one for us. We're back in the game, guys. We're back in the game. Let me just move this a little bit closer. Actually, let's do this. 2 seconds, guys. I'm just sorting the old lighting out. You know how it is. Geez, there. We're back in the mix. Can you guys hear me all right? Yeah, all good. Sounds all right. Fantastic. Do you think Chelsea will buy a striker? I think we're very keen to get Victor Osimhen. But again, I don't know how likely that is in January. I would like to have Ivan Toney. Would it be fair? The audio's gone. Is the audio completely gone? What about now? Is the audio out? I'll be good now on audio. What's going on, people? Can you hear me now? Yep, all good. Audio is back. Audio's back. Fantastic. Let me just see if I can sort this out very quickly. 2 seconds, guys. This is a little bit unprofessional, but no. A little bit unprofessional on that. Yeah, fuck it. It's a bit dark. It doesn't matter. What else is going on here? Jackson was decent on the left wing as a striker. Yeah, he was good on the left wing. He was all right on the left wing, Let's stop sharing that screen and let's talk about Nicholas Jackson, actually, because I think he's come in for some unfair criticism, quite a lot, but he's doing very well. First back-to-back home Premier League wins for Chelsea since October 2022. Jackson now has 7 goals and 1 assist in 16 Premier League games, and Palmer makes it 6 goals and 2 assists in the Premier League. And you know what? For Nicholas Jackson, by the way, it's what, seven goals in the Premier League. That's decent. That is decent, for someone that came in for 32.5 million quid. Third season of senior football. Someone that's not meant to be the first choice striker right now. I actually think that is I honestly think that's a decent return. I really think that's a decent return. When you compare it to what we had last season and what we've had in previous seasons, this is not a bad return. And for certain strikers like a certain Rasmus Højlund, who cost £70 million plus, and hasn't scored a single Premier League goal. This is not a bad situation to be in at all, guys. Not a bad situation to be in at all. Do you know what I mean? Not a bad situation. Not a bad situation to be in at all. Apologies for that. Just got to sort of charge us out. Yeah, Nicholas Jackson. Højlund has 0 goals, double the money. Jackson 8 GNA in 16 games. It's not bad at all. This is what I'm saying, guys. Like, it really isn't. It's not bad. I don't understand why people, hate on him quite a lot. It doesn't really make sense to me. Yes, he's leading the line for Chelsea. We shouldn't really have been putting him in this position in the first place. But yeah, it's one more than Werner's best season. Werner's best season, he managed 6 Premier League goals. Jackson's already surpassed that in 16 Premier League games. 7th goal of the season. Look, he's 3 goals away from registering double figures in goals in his first Prem season. I think we'd all said if he'd signed, like I remember him saying when he signed, I said if Jackson gets 10 goals in the Premier League, then he's had a pretty good season. And he looks like he's well on the way to doing that. I mean, look, I think realistically, Jackson could score 15 Premier League goals this season. I don't think that's beyond the realms of possibility. I really don't think it is. And for someone that people have been slagging off, people didn't really expect much from him. And that people saying, he scores goals that anyone would score. You still got to be there in the right place. He's still there to put the ball in the net. I don't care what my striker does as long as he scores regular goals. And Jackson is scoring on a reasonably regular basis at the moment. So I don't think we can be too critical of Nicholas Jackson at this point in time. I think he's having a really, really good season so far. I just totally disagree with that. Yes, the end product's not quite there. Yes, he's raw, but he's one of those players that gets on the ball. He's direct. He takes people on. He tries to make things happen, and he does do that. I don't think he's awful. Yes, he's rough around the edges. He needs more coaching, footballing IQ, perhaps not all there just yet. But this is a guy that's got a lot of ability and a guy that I fully believe in and needs to continue to play. I thought he was all right today. I would not by no means describe his performance as dog shit. I absolutely wouldn't. Yeah, but Breyer missed an open goal. I mean, seriously, if Nicholas Jackson had done that, there would have been serious hate on him. It would have been a mad one. Sign him up for 8 more years. Mate, for me, I'm a massive Ivan Toney fan. Look, I'll be happy with either one of them, but if I'm being real, for me, I would like to have Ivan Toney. I would like to have Ivan Toney is my choice. The issue with Mudryk is the money spent. We would expect more at this stage. No, but what people don't understand is that yes, okay, he might be 21, 22 years of age, but in terms of the amount of football that this guy's played, he hadn't even played 50 games of senior football before he come to Chelsea. This is what I mean. Like, he'd been playing in Ukraine. There's ability there. There's talent there. We've seen him do it. This guy got a standing ovation in the Bernabeu. Like, this is not a shit player. Yes, we've paid money for him. £62.5 million initial fee. It's a lot of money. Yes, of course it is. I don't think he's crap at all. Decision making needs to improve, absolutely. But I think it's harsh to say that he's shit. I really disagree with that notion that Mudryk's shit. I just don't think he is. That's my personal view anyway. Jackson or Abraham? I mean, Tammy's not played for a while. I think Abraham got 15 goals in the Premier League. Look, for me, I think Tammy Abraham's probably still better, but Jackson is certainly proving to be a handful. And yeah, I absolutely believe in Mykhailo Mudryk. Yeah, he needs to improve. Of course he does. But I like what I see from him. I'm critical where it needs to be, but I don't think he's a shit player. Guys, keep smashing that like button, by the way. We have 40 likes, 10 more likes to go to hit that 50 mark. That is what we need to be doing. 50 likes, people. Run it up, run it up, run it up. We've got to keep smashing it, guys. We have to keep smashing it. I thought when Jackson went onto left wing as well, I thought he was pretty good. people can say what they want about Nicholas Jackson, but at the end of the day, a striker's currency, people, is goals. That is the currency of strikers. And he's already matched Havertz's total from last season in 19 less games, as I said. He's raw. He's not the full package, but he is talented and he is developing. So I think there's, reason to be optimistic around Nicholas Jackson. And I think, there has been quite a lot of unfair criticism, I feel, directed his way because, when you're the main striker for Chelsea, you should be doing more, but he shouldn't be in that position where he is the main striker. So we can get another top-level striker. I think, look, Nicholas Jackson's going to be an important part of this squad. Absolutely, absolutely no denying it, people. Absolutely no denying it. What else have we got? I do think Tony could be a risk, but Osimhen could be as... Yeah, exactly. Look, there's no guarantees. People obviously love Victor Osimhen. He's a fantastic footballer. I just feel, for me, in terms of being able to make more of an instant impact, Tony is definitely that guy. Knows the league already. He's proven he can score goals in this league. Osimhen would make more sense in terms of a long-term investment because he's 24 years of age. I just don't know how quickly he'll adapt to this league. And how long it will take him to settle in and all that. And he just worried because every time we signed a striker for big money and a big reputation, it hasn't really worked. It hasn't really worked out very well. That's the reality of the situation for us at this point in time. No, Mudryk started the last 3 games, I think. And, I think he's doing better. An assist up at Old Trafford against Everton, he was bright. I thought he was bright again today. Perhaps not his most amazing game, but I certainly didn't think he was a disappointment or anything like that at all. 30 injuries in a season, it's already December. Yeah, that's kind of brazy, isn't it? That's mad. I don't know, but I don't think... See the best of Nkunku? I think we're not going to see the best of Nkunku till maybe February, March time. That for me is when we're probably going to see the best of Nkunku. Look, football IQ's not great. Look, I think he's got electric pace. Of course, that's the most obvious thing. Everyone knows that. His dribbling is outstanding. He can make things happen out of nothing. He has got a great pass on him. He's direct. He takes players on. His dribbling's very good. Decision-making absolutely needs to improve. First touch at times is not good either. But, you've got all the ingredients there for a very, very talented footballer. People forget Salah had 2 full seasons to shape his craft at Fiorentina and Roma. Yeah, this is true. People think that Salah left Chelsea and he was suddenly amazing. He wasn't. He went out to Italy, Roma, Fiorentina. He built himself up there, built his trade up, and then he went to Liverpool and he improved season upon season. Sometimes you've got to be patient with players, and I think Chelsea will be patient with Mudryk. They've made a long-term investment in him, so they're going to have to be. But yeah, in terms of Nicholas Jackson, yeah, pretty pleased with what he's done for us so far. I don't think we can complain too much. 7 Premier League goals is not bad. Is not bad at all. That was his first goal since the 12th of November against Manchester City. So a welcome return to goal scoring form. Yeah, it's 13 starts, 7 goals. 22 years of age. I've just got it up now. It's a goal every 170 minutes, which is not just under a goal every 2 games. Just over. A goal every 2 games, just under. And for a development number 9, so a number 9 that's developing, that isn't that bad at all. I mean, if we bring up our, let's stop sharing that screen. If we bring up the top Chelsea goal involvement so far this season for the club, Premier League, of course, most goal involvements for Chelsea: 9 Cole Palmer, 8 Jackson, 7 Sterling. To have 2 summer signings in there that are top of the goal involvements this season, I think that bodes well for us. I think that really does bode well for us. Exciting young players. I think Cole Palmer and Jackson potentially look like they could be 2 of the better signings so far. It's still early days, of course. We don't know for certain, how these guys are going to turn up. But the early evidence would suggest that Palmer absolutely, and Jackson and they're looking like half decent signings for us. That much is absolutely clear, guys. Yeah, the Madueke situation is an interesting one. He's obviously not been fit a lot of the time. He completely missed pre-season. When he has had his opportunities, he played well against Wimbledon in the Carabao Cup. He scored. I didn't think he was that bad in his only start against Brentford. But the reality is, when you're getting 5 or 10 minutes here and there, it's not really much to impress. And I think, he's becoming, and he won't be the first one, and he's the first one, but he certainly won't be the last one where he's a victim of stockpiling players in a certain position all at the same age. That is the problem that we've got right now. That is the problem right now. And look, I think should he be playing more? Yeah, sure, but he's injured again at the moment. So, when you're constantly injured, other players are going to get opportunities and take their chances. And all he can do is, when he gets the opportunity, he just has to make the most of it. That's as simple as it is for him. Fair enough if that's your opinion. If we bring striker in, don't give him number 9 yet. Sterling goals versus Luton and Burnley. Yeah, Sterling goals against Luton and Burnley. Sterling only scored 3 times. We have 3 goals, 4 assists for Sterling this season. That might be the situation. Yeah, but the young guns are certainly leading the way on that front. Guys, we're still 9 likes short of 50. Come on, people. Run those likes up, guys. No excuses not to be at 50 likes. Let's get there. Come on, guys. Let's do this, people. 50 likes minimum. Absolute minimum situation. We're still on 41. So I'm sure there's a few of you that haven't smashed that like button. So please do hit the like button, guys. It's free. It takes seconds. And I would really, really appreciate it. It's one of the quickest and easiest ways of supporting the channel. So please do run the likes up, guys. No excuses not to hit 50 likes ASAP. Badiashile, very, very good today. Very good again today. He's looking like one of the best signings so far in the Todd Boehly era. There's no two ways about that one. Look, it's exciting times, but some of these signings I think are exciting and will certainly turn out to be very good. One of the other signings, perhaps won't work out as well, but that's just, I don't want to quote Graham Potter, but that's life. That's just how it goes. One of Mudryk or Jackson getting benched for Nkunku. I think it will probably be Jackson, if I'm being honest. Look, some games it will be Jackson, some games it will be Mudryk. Like, it won't be the same player every game getting benched for him. I really like Mudryk. Doesn't always work out, but I notice him make a lot of dangerous runs. Yeah, look, if the amount of times that Mudryk's beaten a man, done a decent pullback into the box, and there's been no one there, that's really, really frustrating. Really frustrating, because if we had people on the end of that, or an elite penalty box striker, then things might be a little bit different. But that isn't the case. That isn't the case right now. Do you know what I mean? Not the case at all. If we just get a few more people on the end of those bloody cutbacks, then yeah, that would be ideal. It would be absolutely ideal. It really would be. But yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is at the end of the day. We can't account for that always. So yeah, let's see what happens. But if we can get more people on the end of these pullbacks, it would make a massive, massive difference. Players isn't going to be hard. Cole Palmer. Yeah, look, we've still got a way to go. I can't believe we play worse than any team not in a relegation scrap every week. Look, the football's not great. I'll be real. It's not great. I've been to a lot of games this season. Well, every game bar one. And yeah, the football's not great. I'll be honest, it's not. But it's a results-based business, and hopefully in time the performances will come. But ultimately, I just want to get the fucking wins on the board. That, for me, right now is more important than anything. I don't think he will, is my honest opinion. Am I the only one afraid of playing Colwell for a prolonged period at left back? Yep, I hear it. I absolutely hear it. It's not going to be ideal. I don't know if we look in the market for maybe another left back in January. Maybe someone can bring on loan. Maybe does it maybe mean that we decide to keep Martin in January and sell him in the summer because of the left back injury issues that we've got at the moment? So let's wait and see. Yes, Varna, big up, brother. Hope you're good. Palmer wanted to bulk up when he was at Man City, but his dad said no. His dad wanted to work on his technique. Who knows? Who knows? Exactly. This is what I've been saying earlier, and this is what I've said a lot of times this season. There's been games that we've won there's been games that we've lost, where we've played a lot worse a lot better than today, and we've ended up losing. So look, I take winning badly right now over anything because we can't be beggars can't be choosers in this situation. As you said, RyX9, I'd much rather play badly and win than play well and lose or draw. Ultimately, football is a results-based business. Yes, you want to play attractive football and get the results. That is the ultimate aim. But the reality of the situation is we're not in that position right now to do that. So I'd much rather take the 3 points any day of the week playing slightly very shit football at times. That's the reality of the situation, guys. I live in London, so home games not a problem to get to. Away games, there's obviously varying degrees of travel. I mean, last week was a big one, Manchester and Liverpool for United and Everton. But they're out the way now. Set piece delivery is trash. Yeah, we don't seem to beat the first man very often, which is really frustrating. It's been a problem for years and years. Carlton, big yourself up, brother. Thanks for your support. I thought this early second half was good. We were getting plenty of chances. Game died down after the second goal. Broja was poor. Do you remember Wolves in the Europa League? Yeah, they did. They were in the Europa League, weren't they? I think that was under Nuno. They had a mad season and made Europa League. It's nice to get a win at last. Hopefully we can build on this up the Chelsea. Yeah, I hope so. We have one game a week. We shouldn't have to win badly. Look, I hear that, but ultimately, win's a win. Yes, we can criticize the performance and whatnot, but we won. And that's all that matters at the end of the day. Everyone before this game said, just win. No one was asked about a performance or anything like that. Just get the win and get the job done. And that is what we did. And you can't really ask much more than that to get the 3 points. Yes, things need to improve, and we can't keep playing on this level and expect to pick up results every week. But we've picked up 3 points today. Let's use it as momentum. Let's use it to breathe confidence into the side. Try and build some momentum and move on to the next couple of games. I think we should get a left back who can play both fullback positions. Maybe. How did you like? Look, ultimately, I don't think we learned much about it against Sheffield United. You could probably get away with it. We were always going to win that midfield battle in there. Look, it was fine. It was fine. It wasn't really tested at all. Gallagher was all right today. Caicedo had one of his better games. But ultimately, the midfield is going to, if we go with a pivot, the pivot is going to be Enzo and Caicedo. Conor Gallagher, as much as he's improved, isn't a pivot player. That doesn't suit his game. That doesn't suit his strengths. Let's see what happens. But yeah, look, Enzo, I think, was rested today. Poch was saying on Enzo, I can only play 11, and sometimes you need one characteristic. And today we saw the combination between Caicedo and Gallagher, Cole number 10. It was the best combination for today, but it doesn't mean Enzo won't play on Tuesday. It is. Look, I don't want to sort of read too much into these sort of things, but it is kind of funny how Caicedo kind of had his best game today, and it wasn't alongside Enzo. It was alongside Gallagher. I mean, look, maybe I'm reading too much into that. I don't think it's look, I don't know what it is, but yeah, certainly an interesting one. Does that suit? Does it suit? Does it suit him more? Caicedo playing with Gallagher? I'm not really sure. I don't really know what to make of it. So yeah. What else have we got coming in on the chat? Yeah, exactly. Like Man United ground out a lot of results this season, playing shit. Yeah, look, Sheffield United are obviously not an amazing team, but they have made it difficult for teams. Obviously, I know it was away from home, so it's a bit different, but, they made it tough for Liverpool. They made it tough for Man United. Yeah, look, we're going to play a lot better teams that have a lot tougher tests. And if we play against a better team the same way that we play today, we're probably not walking away with 3 points. I think we're aware of that. I think we realise that, and we know that. Outside of a 20-minute spell, the rest of the game was dead. Enzo, not a number 10. Yeah, look, Enzo's not a 10. I think we all know that. He absolutely isn't a 10. But yeah, people complaining about how he played. Yeah, agreed. But yeah, look, Young Guns leading the way on that front, which is exciting. Do you know what? Another thing that I kind of forgot about as well, and I wanted to mention, and I think, the biggest compliment that I can give this guy, we had a full debut from Petrovic, and the biggest compliment I can give him is, didn't really notice him. Petrovic, first game at the Bridge, first clean sheet, absolutely delighted and grateful. See you soon. Look, this game is not going to tell us how good Petrovic is. It absolutely isn't, because I don't think he had anything to do. I mean, we barely noticed him. And that is it's a solid full debut. He wasn't busy, but when he was called upon, he did the job. That was the main thing. That's the biggest compliment you can get, is that we didn't notice him. You don't really want to be noticing your goalkeeper. That's kind of the reality of the situation on this one, people. You don't really want to be noticing your keeper. I mean, guys in the chat, let me know your thoughts. What did you think of Petrovic's performance today? I thought he was solid. I mean, look, there's not really much you can say about it, because I don't think he had an awful lot to do. But what I would say was I was impressed with kind of how calm he was. I was impressed with his composure. His ball distribution was decent as well. Do you know what I would say as well? Did anyone else notice? I'm not. Maybe it's just me. I don't really know. But the defense seemed a lot calmer than when with Petrovic in goal. We didn't have Sanchez giving away unnecessary chances to the opposition, and I think it benefited us massively. I think it did really benefit us. He had 91% accurate passes today, 20 out of 22. He looks calmer on the ball. Look, I think Sanchez probably a better overall goalkeeper, but Petrovic looks a lot calmer on the ball. He absolutely does. And look, it's a solid start. This hasn't really told me much, if anything, about how good this guy is, but I think we can take positives. I think we can absolutely take positives. That's for sure. So yeah, I thought he was good today. Thoughts on Ramsdale links? No, it's just standard, isn't it? This always seems to happen. This happened in the summer as well. It's a goalkeeper. Media think, people think Chelsea might want another goalkeeper. They know that Ramsdale's looking for a move potentially, and you just get 2 and 2 together like that, and it's just stupid links. Said that during the match, they actually passed it to him, and he was Look, it seemed a lot calmer. Didn't seem as chaotic at the back. Look, I'm not saying that he's going to overtake Sanchez as the number one, but if he has another good few games, if he plays the rest of the games this year and he doesn't really make any mistakes and he plays well, then who's to say that he couldn't potentially usurp Sanchez? Yeah, agree. Yeah, that's also a fair point as well. Sheffield United weren't exactly pressing, so he did have quite a lot of time on the ball. I think that's a fair thing to say. He passed the ball well in his real tests against Newcastle. Yep. Hard to judge. Sheffield United made it so easy for us. I think that's fair. Defense looked calmer because we were up against a team that hasn't scored. Yeah, no, I think that's a fair thing as well. But look, I thought Petrovic, it was decent from him today. By the way, guys, 55 in the building. Keep smashing the like button. We're on 51 likes now. Let's get this up towards 60 likes. Come on, people. Let's get it done. Run that like, smash that like button. Smash it to pieces, guys. Saturday night settings. Make sure you are smashing that like button. Let's run it up to 60 likes minimum. That is what we need, guys. Sanchez at times lacks athleticism and concentration. I can agree on that one. Gallagher is closer to McAllister than Enzo as a player. We didn't use the goalkeeper as a passer. Fair enough. I mean, I don't know how long I'm going to go for tonight. 100 likes would be great, as it always is. But yeah, I don't know how possible the 100 likes is going to be. But yeah, keep smashing the like button, people. It's free. It takes seconds. Quickest and easiest way to help support me and the channel. And please subscribe as well if you are new around here. I didn't realise Petrovic was so tall. I don't know why I thought, yeah, fair. McAllister has technical ability. Comparing him to Gallagher is disrespectful. Yeah, look, I think Enzo will come good. I don't even think he's been that bad, to be honest. I just think people expect more because of the money that we paid. That's the reality. I actually don't think Enzo's been that bad this season. People just expect more from him because of the money. Petrovic looks more comfortable. Yeah, he certainly did look more comfortable. But again, as people have said in the chat, is that because Sheffield United weren't pressing? Is that why he felt more comfortable on the ball? He certainly looked it, but I think it'll be interesting to see what he looks like when we play a side that is going to press from the front. It's going to pressure him when he's on the ball. That's going to be the interesting situation to see. Yeah, Caicedo and Badia Shield today. Round of applause to those guys. This was keep updated. No, I appreciate it. Appreciate it a lot, guys. Yeah, I just do what I can, say my thoughts. And appreciate you all tuning in. Petrovic reminds me of Czech. Well, I mean, I wouldn't look. I get it, sure, but let's not get too carried away on that front. Yeah, good debut. That's all we could ask for. Didn't really notice him. Didn't have much to do. The sort of debut that you want, but there will be much tougher tests ahead for Petrovic in goal. But I thought it was a good, solid debut from Petrovic today. I thought he did really well. Let's move on from him. What else can we take from the game today? Not an awful lot, I don't feel, really. I don't really think we learned very much at all about this team. That's the reality, Talking about Chelsea, Poch was asked after the game, are Chelsea being slow against low blocks due to fear, and he said no, it's not fear. That was difficult to identify the way to play. We made a mistake to stand still in our position, and we didn't show the capacity to be flexible. It's easy for them to identify our position. Second half, we were a little bit better, much better. We fixed better, and the team found better possibilities to play. Face to the goal, and we started to link better with the team and played with players we wanted to use. Yeah, that first half was terrible. We were just getting on the ball and then not doing anything. Standing still. No one was moving. The lack of movement was absolutely disgraceful in that first half. There was nothing. Zero movement whatsoever. Zero movement. But yeah, talking of not good news, Minerals is moaning away on his stream. Yeah, mate, send them over if you want. Get in the Minerals chat and send them over. Mate, he's always moaning. That's what he builds his thing on. Just moan. Look, we've won a game, for God's sake. Let's not moan too much. Am I happy with today's performance? No, not really. But I'm not going to sit here and shit on the club after we've won a game, because that's what football's about. It's about winning. And, yes, I'm aware that, there's going to be tougher games this season and we're going to have to play a lot better than we have done today. But we got the win. That's what we needed before kickoff, and we got it. No, I would say no, because that's literally next weekend, and he still hasn't kicked a ball for us. So yeah, no, for me, no chance. For me, no chance that happens. Let's see what he does on Tuesday. Yep. My point was not how good McAllister is as a player, but the playing style. Fair. Yep. Who would you say has been Chelsea's player of the season so far? Probably Cole Palmer. Missed out on your lot. Fair. Blessed with a boy. Does that mean you've had a baby? If so, congratulations. I think if that's what that means. Yeah. As much as Cucurella has been decent this season, we look at like a better team without him. No, I don't necessarily think so. I think he's played very well for us. But yeah, this is the Cucurella news. Obviously, we knew that he went off against Everton, and then he was added to the injury list on Friday, yesterday, ahead of the pre-match press conference. And then tonight, obviously, Cucurella putting out on his Instagram, and then Fabrizio Romano subsequently confirming, understand Cucurella's injury will be assessed in the next days, but told he won't be back until February. It will take some time to fix the problem and then decide the precise schedule to see the Chelsea left back available again. So that is now both left backs on the treatment table. I don't know when Ben Chilwell is going to be back, but that is Cucurella on the treatment table following his operation on his ankle. Not an ideal situation for us at all, guys. I'm not saying Cucurella is an amazing player, but what it does mean is it means more Levi Cole at left back. We got aware of that today because Sheffield United didn't really offer very much, but it's more Levi at left back, and that isn't really what you want. I'm not being rude or anything, but it's not what you want. That is the reality of the situation, not what you want. More Levi Cole at left back. Against better teams, we're going to get cooked. If it's Pedro Neto up against Levi Cole at left back away at Wolves, yeah, long day is all I can say on that front. No, he won't be leaving in January. No chance. I don't know if he'll leave at the end of the season. This is frustrating because Cucurella got his opportunity through injuries and suspensions, made the most of his opportunity, and now he's got injured. And when he comes back, who knows what the lie of the land's going to be at the club, what sort of position we're going to be in, how the team has been playing. You know, a lot of things can change. A lot of things can change between now and then. Guys, 3 likes away from 60. Smash the like button. Let's run it up, people. Hate Goodison Park. Yeah, we're shit at Goodison. Hope this be Reece James going for surgery. We're going to find out on Monday whether Reece James will be taking the surgery or not. That is what we're going to find out Monday. Joelinton came off injured today. If he's unavailable on Tuesday, we can dominate Newcastle's midfield. Yeah, although Lewis Miley might have a thing or two to say about that. I think he's a top player. Massive fan of his. Left back in January might be something we need to look at. Whether it's keeping Martin until the summer now, so we can have him as a backup. Whether it's looking to bring someone in on loan. Whether it's looking to promote someone from the academy. I don't know what the solution is, but we're like a Levi Colwell injury or suspension away from being absolutely fucked in that position. Brother, appreciate you. Appreciate the support, my guy. Big yourself up. Just got to chill on the intensity in training. I don't know why we're picking up so many injuries, and all the injuries that we do seem to pick up seem to be long term, and like it seems to be a fucking shambles. I think Chelsea can dominate against Newcastle without Joelinton in midfield. Let's hope so. Nah, big up, brother. Big up. Congrats. Chelsea starts winning again. Maybe a good omen. I actually don't know when Chilwell's due back. Maybe January time. I honestly have no idea. Hopefully probably January time. But if I'm being honest, I don't really know. That is the honest answer. 60 likes now, guys. Let's hit 70. Keep doing your thing. Well, look, if the advice is the surgery, he'll get the surgery. But I think it's quite a complex matter. What about right back? I think we can get by with right back because we've got Gusto, and then Disasi can obviously play there in an emergency. So I think we can probably get by on right back. Look, I don't know a lot about Alex Matos, but by all accounts, he's been doing very well in the academy. He's obviously been training with the first team a lot. He's made a couple of appearances. he's going to be a big talent. So look, I'm sure there's an exciting future for him, but I don't know an awful lot about him, to be brutally honest, because all I've seen really is him getting a few minutes of the first team when he has played. Yeah, I would agree. I personally would have started Martin today, but obviously Poch went with Levi Colwell. Colwell's going to play a lot more games at left back now. Let's see how that one goes. But yeah, look, Martin does deserve an opportunity. I fully agree with that. But this Cucurella injury, ruling him out until at least February, for me, it wouldn't make sense to sell in Martin in January. I think we should keep him because we don't know what his fitness levels are going to be like Chilwell when he comes back. We don't know how long it's going to take. So yeah, for me, I would probably keep Martin in January because we need that left back cover. Because what happens if Colwell goes down for whatever reason? No, he absolutely does. But needs must, unfortunately. Needs must. And if we have to do that, then we have to do it. Who was better in the box moving between Jack? I think, yeah, look, Jackson for me runs in behind better. I think Broja is obviously got better hold-up play, but for me, I think Jackson's better than Broja in my opinion. He absolutely is. I mean, that miss from Broja today was, it was criminal. There's no denying it. No denying it. Emerson or Kennedy again. Jesus Christ, that's an unwelcome throwback. And to be fair to Emerson, he wasn't that bad, but yeah, Kennedy was awful. Absolutely awful, Kennedy. So yeah, but Cucurella being out is not ideal. It isn't ideal at all. It's a shame we could do with him, but it's football. We have to get on with it. It's frustrating, of course, because you want as many players available as possible, and we simply don't have we just don't have the guys available right now. We do not have the guys available. So yeah, Pochettino has been speaking on the Conor Gallagher situation, I guess in terms of contract, but Cucurella out until February, it would seem. Obviously, that ankle injury was a lot more serious than any of us expected. I thought it was just a bit of a knock to the ankle. Clearly not. He's going to be out till February. Another one on the injury list. That is a long, long injury list. But Poch has been talking about the Conor Gallagher situation, saying at the moment Conor should be an important player who is still with us. So that is the feeling now between the club and the player. I'm really, really pleased because of his unbelievable commitment. He is one of the captains. He has a massive impact in the game. He is a box-to-box player, and we are so happy with his performance. I think that basically highlights that Conor Gallagher won't be going anywhere in January. People thinking that, reports saying that, he might be. I think those comments there, if what he's saying is true, the feeling between the club and the player is that he's an important player who is still with us, then I find it hard to see how he would be sold in January. But this is Chelsea, so never say never. But Poch, obviously, a huge Conor Gallagher fan. Huge Conor Gallagher fan. Box-to-box striker. You mean just a penalty? You mean more like a poacher? I think we need a target man forward. A target man forward would be my preference. Daily CFC Focus, big up. Keep Gallagher. Yeah, fair enough. I hear it. What else have we got going on? Yeah, that is the only concern, is that because we're sailing close to the win with FFP, we might get a situation where, to raise money quickly, we may be looking at selling academy players. Not exactly what we want to be doing, but I can definitely see that as a potential route that we could be going down. No two ways about it, guys. No two ways about it. But yeah, look. It's not an ideal situation. But look, Gallagher should be offered a new contract. As simple as that. I don't know why. Do you know what I mean? I don't know why it's such a why it's taking so long to sort out. You know, that should be a really straightforward thing to do. Is get is get this guy tied down, guys. These injuries are big issues. Yeah, Cucurella out too. No, I don't play FPL. Yeah, I agree. Martson now has to have a run at left back. Simple as that. He must have a run at left back. I don't think he will, but you know, he needs to have a run at left back. Owners will ask him to sign an 8-year contract. Yeah, look, this is the thing. Look, if I was Conor Gallagher, I'd be reluctant at signing a contract extension for that length. I would personally be reluctant to do that. But yeah, look, let's wait and see on that front, people. Let's wait and see on that front. Keep smashing that like button as well, guys. Let's try and hit 70 likes if we can. We're 6 likes away. There's 54 in the building. 10:15 Saturday night. I'll probably go for another 5 or 10 minutes, guys. So yeah, keep running the likes up, people. Let's get to those 70 likes. But yeah, obviously speaking on Gallagher, let's bring up the Premier League table, people. Let's bring up the Premier League table. What is that saying right now? Have we moved back into the top half, people? Does anyone know if we've moved back into the top half? Hopefully we have. Let's have a look. Have Chelsea moved back into the top half of the Premier League table? Let's bring this back on. Yes, we have. We've moved back up into 10th place. We've still lost more games than we've won, though. That is peak settings for us at the moment. And Nkunku should have played today, in my opinion. Yeah, look, it would have been nice to play him, but I guess, you know, we didn't really need to use him. But yeah, look, of course, we definitely could have done, certainly could have done with him playing. No two ways about it. We are 10th. Obviously, we need Brentford to lose tomorrow to stay 10th. Basically, we need to make sure Brentford don't win and we stay 10th. But I maybe hope for a West Ham loss as well. A Brighton loss would be ideal. If we can get West Ham, Brighton, and Man United losing, that would be ideal. Actually, I think Man United will lose. Hopefully, Brighton lose, and hopefully West Ham lose. If we can get that, we're then 5 points off a Europa League spot. That doesn't seem a million miles away. It's weird, isn't it? I mean, I'm not saying we should be like Europa League should be our aspirations, but you know, we should certainly be looking to get back in. The annoying thing is, right, we've lost the same amount of games as United. It's just they've had no draws, so they've won 3 more games. I mean, realistically, probably we should have won the Arsenal game, so we should have a couple more points. Yeah, Everton are doing really well. Everton have won 4 in a row. 4 in a row. If it wasn't for their 10-point deduction, mate, Everton would be flying. Everton on 16 points. They'd be on 26 points. They would be 8th in the table. They'd be 1 point behind Man United. They'd be on 26 points and they'd be 3 points off 6th place. That is mad. They'd be 3 points off 6th. That is an absolute madness, guys. I don't think people appreciate, like, that is ridiculous. Everton are playing really well at the moment. Kudos to Pochettino for not succumbing to Caicedo at right back. Oh, yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, thank God we haven't gone for that yet. He's got the Sassy option there. So, yeah, he's obviously well covered in that situation. Yeah, Caicedo was good today. We like the look of Caicedo today. Very good. Wolves is our next Premier League game, of course. I mean, we'll talk about that next week. But, yeah, I mean, how many points ahead of Wolves are we? 20, 21, 22. Even if Wolves win tomorrow, unless it's a miraculous big win, they'll go same points as us, but they'll stay behind us. But, yeah, look, we're back into 10th place. That seems to be our favourite position in the table right now. Score prediction for Liverpool Man United. I think Liverpool will beat them 4-1 is my prediction. What else have we got? Who's the top scorers this season? Who's the Premier League top scorer this season? I think Haaland's still top of the charts, isn't he?
I would have thought so. I don't actually know. Gusto should start against Newcastle. Yeah, I agree. I would start Gusto against Newcastle, but I'm not sure if he will because Gusto literally played like came on in stoppage time for about 2 or 3 minutes. So I don't really see I don't see that being the case. I don't see that being the case at all. But we will have to obviously wait and see on that front, guys. But we're 10th. We are 10th. You know, we take it. It is what it is. I don't think he will be, you know, unless it's an absolute humiliation, which it could well be. But do you know what? I know a lot of people are saying it's going to be a hammering. I think Liverpool will comfortably win, but I do think it might be closer than some people are expecting. But, you know, for United to get anything, even if they had all their best players available, which they don't, it would have been a massive ask. The options they've got, I mean, I just don't see them getting anything. I don't see them getting anything out of this game, guys. I literally don't see them getting anything at all. Score prediction 5-0 to Liverpool. Fair. But yeah, look, we're 10th in the table. We've got the Carabao Cup on Tuesday, guys. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with that one. Guys, 4 more likes to 70. Come on, there's still 46 in the building. Let's get 4 more likes on the board to the 70 likes mark. Come on, people. Let's do it. 4 more required. There's 45 of you in here. No, there's no excuses not to be running it up. Yeah, fans weren't great today. Atmosphere was very, very quiet inside Stamford Bridge today. Like it normally is, in fairness. But yeah, it wasn't. It absolutely wasn't the best at all today. It was very, very flat. There wasn't an awful lot of chanting. Not the best atmosphere, I'll be real. So yeah, it wasn't great. It really wasn't great. That has to improve. It must improve, and it has to improve. Yeah, we all want to move up the table, mate. We all want to move up the table, but that is where we are right now. We really need United, Brighton, and West Ham all to lose tomorrow. If that can happen, then we're 5 points off a Europa League slot, and things are maybe looking a little bit better potentially. That is the reality of the situation right now. But I mean, look at the table now. I mean, Man City throwing it away again, another draw. They're now behind Aston Villa. They're only a point ahead of Spurs. I mean, Villa play tomorrow as well. I think they're away somewhere. Villa are away at Brentford. Yeah. I know who Expressions is. Love his stuff. He's a funny guy. A funny guy. Brighton versus Arsenal. I want Arsenal to lose. I would like Arsenal to lose as well. Do you know what? If we're being brutally honest, let's take a draw in that one. A draw in that one would be a better solution for me personally. It would be a better solution. But yeah, guys, let's. I'm going to start to round this one out, unless there has been any sort of last minute news coming in about anything. I don't think there really is. So yeah, I mean, look, positive today we won. Positive clean sheet. Badiashile was good. Cole Palmer exceptional again. What age did I start supporting Chelsea? God, maybe. I mean, really, just my whole life, because you know my family all supported Chelsea, so I just kind of carried on. So I guess from as soon as I was born, really, I was a Chelsea fan. I would take Europa League football next season. I would take it as right now. If it was signed for Europa League football, I would absolutely sign for it. No two ways about it. But yeah, anyway, guys, 2-0 win today. Back-to-back home wins. Cole Palmer tearing it up again. Clean sheet at the back. Badiashile looking like a very good performance. Props to Thiago Silva back in the side. Another good performance from him. So yeah, look, guys, we move on. Tuesday night, quick turnaround. Carabao Cup, Stamford Bridge under the lights. Another massive game. Today was just about the 3 points. We got the 3 points. I don't think we learned anything really about the bigger picture or anything about this side going forward, but a win's a win. That's what we wanted before kickoff, and that's what we got. Big up to everyone for tuning in. Thank you so much for all your support as always. Thanks for all your support as always. And yeah, big yourselves up, guys. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have a good day tomorrow. I'll be back with a 5 Things We Learned video dropping at 12:30 tomorrow UK time. And then obviously match preview for the Carabao Cup coming on Monday. In January, I'd love to sign Ivan Toney. Let's wait and see what happens. But anyway, guys, big yourselves up the Chelsea. Enjoy the rest of your evening and your weekend. Smash the likes and knob out. Subscribe to the channel. Peace out.